this just popped up over on Alternet. Zed Jelani writing. In Tennessee, the governor of Tennessee, who is a Republican, Bill Haslam, wanted to accept federal Medicaid dollars. He wanted the working poor in Tennessee. Keep in mind, the Medicaid expansion, which is part of Obamacare, is not for unemployed people. It's not for people, quote, on welfare. It's for people who are working and earning too much money, typically over $3,000 or $4,000 a year, earning too much money to be considered genuinely desperately poor, but not earning enough money to qualify for subsidies under the Obamacare exchanges. And Bill Haslam wanted to cover those people because they're dying in Tennessee. People are dying because there's no health care and they're working. I mean, people who are, this is basically, the minimum wage crowd in Tennessee. They can't afford health insurance. By and large, they're not getting it from their employers. And this is the whole point of expanding Obamacare. So he wanted to do it. And the Republicans in Tennessee wanted to do it. Now, in some states, like, down in, I think it was Arkansas, Republican governors have figured out a way to bring in an expansion of Medicaid in a way that will inure some profits to for-profit corporations. They'll say, fine, we'll take the money from the federal government, say it's $1 billion, we'll take the $1 billion, but we're going to give it to the health insurance companies who are going to skim $100 million off the top and then provide $900 million worth of benefits to the citizens of our states. They always figure out a way, and there have been 3 or 4, maybe 5 Republican states that have done this, to, yes, we'll take the federal money, we'll expand Medicaid, but we'll do it in a way that's going to make money for our campaign donors. And they were trying to do that in Tennessee, which is, it's the Republican way, but at least they were going to try and get everybody to have health insurance. And Americans for Prosperity, the Koch brothers group, comes into Tennessee and just blows this thing out of the water by buying television ads and lobbying like crazy. And now a group of Tennessee Republicans, led by Bill Haslam, published a long article in the Tennessean lashing out at the Koch brothers and Americans for Prosperity. This is amazing. Tom Ingram, who is the top political advisor to the Republican governor of Tennessee, wrote, quote, to some extent, some degree, the same thing is going on nationwide. He's talking about Citizens United. They, Americans for Prosperity, have a full-time staff. They've poured a lot of money indirectly and directly, says Ingram, who was registered to lobby last session for a pro-Insure Tennessee business group. He says it's largely to push whatever agenda they have and influence, frankly, our elected officials, our issues, disproportionately more than any of us as individual voters can. I find something out of whack with that. The House Majority Leader, Republican, Gerald McCormick, Republican from Chattanooga. He says AFP very unfairly attacked Kevin Brooks. In particular, he did not say anything publicly and, as far as I know, privately about it. And he goes on and on. I mean, it's basically war within the Republican Party over the Koch brothers. This is fascinating.